The Australian Taxation Office has released its latest data on lost and unclaimed super, revealing a whopping $11.7 billion sitting in lost superannuation accounts. A superannuation account is considered lost when the fund is unable to contact the individual and hasn't received a contribution to an account for 5 years. The average lost super account has around $10.00 sitting in it, but balances vary from a few hundred to a few $100,000. You might be surprised. Quote, ATO Deputy Commissioner James O'Halloran said, "A lot of people who worked casually while they were studying or worked multiple part-time jobs find super they had completely forgotten about. While some people purposefully maintain a number of accounts, a lot of Australians are unaware their hard-earned super is unnecessarily being eroded away by fees." Earlier this year, the Westpac Lost Super report found nearly three-quarters of the population said they wished they had looked after their super better when they were younger. For someone aged between 19 and 24, every $1 they recover in lost super today equates to $10 in retirement. The report found one individual received a whopping $994.00 in lost super back from the tax office last October, and just last month a 50-year-old recovered $140.00. Last month, 24-year-old Natalie Pico clawed back more than $6,000 in lost super hovering in 3 accounts. After doing a search online, "During university I had at least 2 jobs at the same time, so I consolidated all my super from casual jobs," she told News Corp. "I didn't know until I looked into it online how much lost super was there, and I just moved it all across into my main account." People typically lost contact with their super funds when they change jobs, move house, or forget to update their details. Mr. O'Halloran said, "We know that when it comes to big life events, updating your details with your super fund is one of the last things on your mind. One thing you can do is make sure your super fund has your tax file number. It helps us reunite you with your super down the track," he said. "You might choose to keep multiple accounts, but to save on fees and charges, consider consolidating your multiple super accounts online into the one you prefer. All small lost super accounts with balances of $4,000 or less are transferred to the ATO and become unclaimed super, which can be reclaimed by the owner at any time." The tax office has made it easier for workers to view and consolidate their super accounts through the MyGov service with a click of a button, where in the past it would require the member to fill out complicated forms. Unlike missing car keys, lost super isn't hard to find. Quote, Mr. O'Halloran said, "Over the past couple of years, we have made a lot of changes to our online services that make finding and consolidating your super simpler than ever. Once you have linked your MyGov account to ATO online services, you will be able to view all your super account details, including any that has been lost or forgotten about. It's a great time for Australians to check up on their super, particularly if they plan on logging in to lodge their own tax return using MyTax." The ATO has revealed which areas have the highest amount of lost super. The Queensland postcode of 4,740 covering Mackay and surrounding suburbs topping the list at $49 million. This figure is just a small slice of the lost super across Australia, Mr. O'Halloran said. "One of our key goals is to reunite individuals with their super, and in the past financial year $2.5 billion has been consolidated into active super accounts," he said. Top 10 lost super postcode 1. $49.3 million, 2,605 accounts, 4,740, Macca. 2. $49.1 million, 2,903 accounts, 4,870, can. 3. $45.3 million, 2,384 accounts, 4,350, TOM. 4. $37.7 million, 2,120 accounts, 2,120, Liverpool. 5. $35.6 million, 1,742 accounts, 3,030, Werribee. 6. $35.1 million, 1,867 accounts, 2,000, Sydney CB. 7. $34.7 million, 1,743 accounts, 2010, Surrey Hill. 8. $33.7 million, 1,633 accounts, 4,680, Gladstone. 9. $33 million, 1,689 accounts, 2026, Bond. 10. $31.3 million, 1,793 accounts, 2,560, Campbelltown. How to claim your lost SUPE. 1. Contact your super fund and ask for help to find lost accounts. 2. Log in to MyGov to view lost super. Click on the ATO icon. Go to the Super tab. Click on Super Accounts and see if you need to consolidate. 3. Visit SuperSeeker online and enter your tax file number, name and date of birth. 4. Phone the ATO on 131020 between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., Monday to Friday.